All right, we totally messed up the first one.
Yeah.
Took us like 20 minutes to name. Oh wait, this isn't even the right quiz we're on right now. I will get to the right one. This one would let us do it with types. That would be way too easy.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, we'd cook.
We could do it once for practice.
No.
But I think
No.
let's see how the other one goes first.
No.
Okay, we're going for Generation 2 Pokemon. We're going to try and name all the Gen 2 Pokemon.
That looks like a lot less than Gen 1.
It is, in fact, less than Gen 1.
50.
By about 51, right? Yes, there are 100.
Yes. Wow.
All right, here goes nothing.
Okay, let's do this the same way.
You want me to just walk through the game right now?
Yeah, I'll walk through the game and I'll fill in holes.
All right, let's try and alternate. I think we can try and alternate, but just make sure we go. I'll direct us by route, okay? I think that might have been something that threw me off a little bit last time, but let's go ahead. Yeah. So we're starting with Chikorita.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Bayleaf.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember what the middle stage
and
is called.
Meganium.
Yeah, I do know my dude Cyndaquil, my guy Quilava, and my guy Cyndaquil.
Why is it Quilava? It's Quilla. Typhlosion.
Wait,
I forgot you have to spell all of these right. You would never.
I would never do it.
All right, and then Totodile, Croconaw.
Got Gen 3 bag sprite, boy!
All right, then for Alligator. Okay, so moving on to our first route here. This is there are already some forgettable ones. You ready for this? I'm gonna rip some of these off. Sentret.
Furret, boy.
Yup.
Oh, I never will forget Furret.
Toot Toot.
Noctowl, boy. That shiny one Ash had.
And then moving on from that, we got Sunkern. I don't even know if Sunkern's on that route, but I'm gonna pretend.
What the heck is this
Flora.
name? Sunflora. I want to call it.
All right,
Flora.
and then a little bit north, that's where you found Wobbuffet, which is like very forgettable.
Yeah, well, no, not really.
Well, Gen 3 though, it feels like it's a Gen 3 mon, and it's not. I don't know why.
No.
It really feels like it's a Gen 3 mon.
Probably.
Okay, and then on that route where Wobbuffet is, you can find Spoink.
Oh
wait,
yo.
no, you can't. No, you can't. That's actually a Gen 3 mon. Who am I thinking
No,
of?
Spoinking Grumpig are Gen 2.
I'm thinking. No, they're Gen 3. I'm thinking of Phanpy.
Oh, Phanpy and Donphan.
Phanpy and Donphan, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in that cave, we'll go to the cave next, is Dunsparce. And then here's one of the first ones that I'm like really nervous about not doing national decks is because Crobat, because you can find Zubat in that cave. But Crobat is Gen 2.
Yes.
Which is really frustrating because I know we're going to forget some of those. So anyhow, okay, now on to that first town where you get the running shoes. You following me?
Barely.
Okay, first town you get the running shoes. There is Chinchou and Lantern, both very forgettable.
Very forgettable Pokemon.
And you can also, we'll come back to some of these, but that's where you start to be able to get like Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpla. All right?
Sure.
And then I'm going to rip off Quillfish because of the fishing there. And now we're going up that second route. So it's like all Kanto Pokemon on that other route. In the Dark Cave, we already got Dunsparce and Crobat. So we'll leave that there as is. I am going to rip Teddiursa and Ursaring. Very forgettable.
Those are some of my favorite Pokemon, bro.
And I'm also going to rip back to the water place Corsola. Again, totally a Gen 3 mon.
Dude, that is definitely a Gen 2 Pokemon.
But I don't know why I'm always thinking all these are Gen 3. And then, okay, so we're going up. We get to Violet City, right?
Sure.
Oh, I already forgot to on the very first route. Spinarak.
Oh, and
Ariados. And I'm actually really nervous because I think I forgot two more 165, 166. That should be probably pretty easy. Anyhow, we'll come back to those. Violet City. We have Ghastly Haunter, Gengar, which are obviously Kanto. And then we've got the Bellsprout Tower, which is interesting because we want to make sure we do Bellossom here. And then I think about, this is how I remember these two because, again, these are Pokemon that I think are either Gen 3 or Gen 4 for some reason. So the guy who gives you the egg, one of them is Slugma and Magcargo. And then he also can give you Mareep, which is Flaffy and Ampharos. And then he can give you the Wooper Quagsire. And down on that route too, I'm gonna go ahead and rip 2 that are right around that area, which are Unknown and Sudowoodo. Also very forgettable. Do you feel like I've forgotten anything that's like you're raging about up until this point? We're just in Violet City and we've already almost got half of the Pokemon.
Yeah, for some reason my brain is tickling me regarding normal types.
I feel that way too.
And
I don't like I got Sentret for it. Obviously there are more normal types that we haven't got to yet, but I think I agree that I feel like early route normal Pokemon, but we'll keep thinking on that. Anyhow, so now I'm gonna rip Togepi because you get given the egg somewhere around here, which then Togetic, not Togekit.
Nope, that's Gen 4.
But then also we're now going south, so that route has like some fishing. It's got the cave with Lapras in it, and then you've got Bugsy. And for Bugsy, I'm going to go ahead and rip Scizor, and I'm going to rip, because of the Slowpoke well, I'm going to rip Slowking. And this is where you first find Team Rocket, who pretty much exclusively uses Rattata in this game.
Yep.
But for, I think we'll keep moving from there. So then we've got, now here's an interesting one, because Kurt is where I always stop before Ilex Forest there in Johto, and I think of the Headbutt trees. And here's one that's like very easy to look past is the Headbutt Tree Pokemon. So we're going to start with Heracross, very forgettable. And then I'm going to go Pineco, Fortress, also very forgettable.
I swore those were like Gen 4 Pokemon.
And then Apom, Apom.
I love Apom.
And I know there are more, and that's what's really scary, is that I'm not remembering many of them. But there are more Headbutt Pokemon, for sure. Like, exclusively, only you can get them from Headbutt. So we'll come back to some of those. But now we've got to go. So in Ilex Forest, I'm going to go ahead and just rip Celebi now. We can go ahead, and while we're at it, just so our number goes up higher, we'll just rip all the legendaries. Hello, Lugia. Go ahead. You can do the dogs.
Oh, sick. So we got my guy Entei, Suicune, and Raikou.
Good job.
I forgot his name for that.
Yep. And so moving on from those, I'm liking how at least we're like looking good with numbers, having things on spaces everywhere, and like we've already nailed down that there's some like single stages left, and so that's a good start. So so now we are out, and this is where I always used to think Drowsy and Hypno were Gen 2 Pokemon, but they're not. But you find them on that route, and now again we reach kind of a little roadblock where I want to stop for a second because we reach the daycare. Which is why I'm going to try and rip
all the
some baby
right
Pokemon off. So you can go ahead too.
Okay, give me Cleffa, boy.
Okay, I'll go Igglybuff then.
Okay, give me Pichu.
I will take Smoochum.
Give me Magby.
Okay, and then I'll go Elekid. I've got
Happening?
Yep. No, sorry, but Blissey is.
Blissey.
Blissey is. And then I'm going to go Tyrogue and Hitmontop.
Smoochum.
I already got Smoochum.
Oh, you did get Smoochum?
I think that might be it for now, because Mime Jr. is Gen 4, right? I'm just going to double check that. Mime Jr. is Gen 4. Wynaut is Gen 3. Beldum is not a baby Pokemon.
It's not. Badoo is who I was thinking.
Badoo is Gen 4, yep. And Roselia is not even Gen 2. Roselia is Gen 3.
But I think of it as a Gen 4.
Yeah, no Duskull.
Yes, Duskull is a Gen 2.
Duskull is Gen 3. Duskull is Gen 3. And I always forget Bayonet. Bayonet is not Gen 2 either. All right. Anyways, so now we're into, we might have forgotten one or two, but we'll come back. It's okay. Now we're into Goldenrod, so we'll rip Miltank. And
dude,
then
you don't know.
I don't know why, dude, but
Miltank.
I just like, you get given an Eevee, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. So I always just do the evolutions here. So Espeon and Umbreon here.
Yeah, they only get 2.
And then after that, we can go a bunch of different directions from here, because we could think about like the underground and the radio tower and things like that. But there's honestly not much to do in either of those places. I just remember 2 water types that I forgot though. Remoraid,
Octillery.
Oh, that scares me. Anyways, coming back. So I'm gonna rip Mischievous and the counterpart Murkrow for those two. And then we're going up
Yeah.
north of Goldenrod. We've got the bug catching contest, which I think we've already covered most, if not everything. Surskit is Gen 3. I can't picture any bug types that we forgot, but it feels like we're forgetting some. Well, let's move on.
Shuckle.
Okay, haven't gotten there yet, but yes.
Hey, you said bug type.
Well, okay, that's true. That's true. You're right. Shuckle. I always think of Shuckle when we get to the Sandwood City place, the beach. Anyhow, so next we're at Stantler's route there.
Oh, I love Stantler.
You can catch Stantler there. And now we're in Ekritique. So Ekritique is the Ho-Oh Tower, the Burned Tower.
Yes.
The Kimono Girls with the evolutions. We already got those. Morty, who doesn't use Mischievous, which is always a good cue for me. And so, okay, what direction do we want to go first? Do we want to go towards Olivine City? Do we want to go towards...
Let's go towards Olivine.
Okay, so that route has the Miltank Farm. It's really forgettable, honestly. That whole route is very, very forgettable. But I'm going to rip Meryl and Azumarill here because I know you can catch them around there. And then also, I'm going to rip further down, obviously, towards Olivine City, the gym leader with Steelix. And then we got Ampharos, who is the Pokemon that's sick. And then we go down to past the Whirl Islands, which we're probably forgetting something there, or in that whole water route. It's probably got something. Oh, I know one. So in that water route, you can find Horsey, which is Kingdra.
Yep.
And then Chuck, the gym leader, uses a Poliwrath, which is Gen 1, but there is Politoed in Gen 2. So that's 2 more evolutions. We're 22 shy. We're doing okay. We're doing okay so far. Then I always think to the Safari Zone a little bit here. I'm not exactly sure why I do that. And I always remember that you can, like, in HGSS, you can catch, like, Hoppip and Skiploom near the Safari Zone, like, routes. But I can't think of anything else necessarily besides Smeargle here, which, again, weird.
Oh, Porygon Z.
Porygon 2 is a good one that I probably would have forgotten, honestly. Yeah, that's a...
I said 2 when I meant Z.
I probably would have forget. Well, it is 2, though.
Yeah, I said 2 when I... Oh. Alright, I said Z when I meant to say 2. That's what I meant.
Nice. Okay, so on to... after that, you go back. So we're gonna backtrack. We're gonna start at Ekritique again and go right towards Mahogany Town. And so the first thing you encounter there is gym leader has got Swinub, Swine.
Yep.
And then also north of that is the Lake of Rage. Can't really think of anything that would be there. Obviously, it's just Gyarados.
Shiny Gyarados.
And the Lance, which we'll come back to that.
Birdkeeper Lance?
Yep. And then after Mahogany Town, we go to the Ice Cave, which is Delibird.
Love Delibird.
And then we get to Blackthorn, which Blackthorn City has Claire, who uses Kingdra. We already got that. And then some of the other dragon types, which is just obviously Kanto Pokemon. Okay, we're getting a little screwed, but that's okay. Off rip, I've been saving obviously the late game Pokemon, so we can go through those. So I'm gonna start with Sneasel, and then up near Mount Silver and everything like that, you've got Sneasel, you've got Larvitar, Yupitar, Tyranitar.
Cool. I'll rip Houndoom and Houndour.
So now we're into Kanto. And honestly, I'm kind of out after that, which is really concerning because we have 11 left.
Only 11?
Only 11, he says.
Only 11? Okay. Wait. Let's cook.
Good luck.
Okay. I see a single stage in between Dunsparce and Steelix.
And between Wobbuffet and Pineco.
Yeah.
And between Sunflora and Wooper.
Okay. Calm down. Calm down.
I'm gonna try and think of the double stages. Why don't you think the single stages? They might be a little easier to remember. I'll try and think 2 stage. Oh, I've got 1 single stage though, Skarmory.
Oh dang it, that was in my head. I was thinking flying.
But let's keep going. I've got Mantine, weird Pokemon that have you ever seen Mantine like not in Gen 4?
I've seen the art of it with Remoraid.
Yeah, that's so strange.
Gen 3.
Yeah, I know, but like still thinking.
I don't know why I'm thinking round Pokemon right now.
Like a circular Pokemon?
Yeah.
I've got Yanma.
Oh, Gligar.
Yep, Gligar. We're missing some of the Gen 4. I think thinking through some of the Gen 4 evolutions will help us right now.
Did we write Mr. List down?
Yeah. I think that might have been all of them now that I finally thought of that, but
I'm trying to think of Gen 3 waters because the Hoenn region has way too much water and they had to recycle all the previous generation's water types.
Are Yanma and Gligar it though? Well, we already got some of the other ones that Gen 4 gave evolutions to, but for some reason I don't feel like we have all of them. Yeah, we might though, because look at that Dex. I feel like we've hit a lot of those late stage. We're missing 3 two-stage Pokemon, you know what I mean? And then 1 single now. So we've gotten most of the singles.
Are we sure they're all 2 stages?
We're not 100% sure, but I'm pretty confident actually. And 2 of them are pretty early game too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like one of those is probably like a first route Pokemon that I am just totally blanking on. Like there's no Gen 2 bird besides Hoodoo. Right?
That's where my mind is right now. I feel like there is.
I sound like an idiot even asking that probably, but because like what else would that be besides either like a normal type or a flying type? Corphish is Gen 3, right?
Write it down.
It's not Corphish. Wingull is Gen 3 too.
Noises to try to find the first sound.
Just stay silent so that the auto cut thing cuts this out for me.
It's getting like.
Yeah, don't do that. I would say almost 100% chance we're missing some kind of water type.
Wow. Yeah, I agree.
And I'm really trying to think of that first to maybe spark something.
That's where my brain's going. Water.
I got one line. Snubble, Granbull. We got 5 more.
That's what I was thinking of when you said Spoink. It's Grumpig. I always get confused with Granbull for some reason. Darker steel types?
No, we got all of them.
Did we?
Yeah.
Kingdra?
Got it. Yeah, it is weird that we have a single stage left. But
an evolution.
Or it's a headbutt Pokemon.
Do we get Heracross?
Yeah.
Okay. Nose fast.
Gen 3.
No, it's not.
Absolutely is.
Dang it. I felt so big brain there.
I am starting to just think through. I've resorted now to thinking through other games.
That's where I am. Yeah.
I was thinking, and in so many Gen 3, I'm like, ooh, and then I'm like, no, that's not a Gen 2 one.
Yes.
I think you could tell me the types right now, and I still wouldn't get it. I don't know why. That's probably not true.
I agree.
But maybe we should do that. Should we ask ChatGPT what type the Pokemon is, but tell us not to tell us the Pokemon?
There's a non-zero chance it tells us the name.
I know, but what else do we got at this point? Let's at least rip that single stage.
Who is it?
Let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay, I'm going to tell ChatGPT. Pokedex number 203. I need to know the type of Pokemon number 203 in the Pokedex, but do not tell me the name or anything else about the Pokemon. Again, do not include the name of the Pokemon in your response. Watch it just rip the name right now.
It's going to be like Smeargle.
Let's see what it says. Working on it.
I think you confused it, bro.
It's working pretty hard right now. Did I break ChatGPT?
GPT 4.0 can't handle Trevor.
Dang.
Bro, we killed this ish, bro.
Okay, we'll continue thinking about it while we wait on ChatGPT.
Yeah. I feel like there's something going on with that 2 stage. Because you're not signed in.
Probably, but it doesn't matter. It'll just take a second.
Dude, GPT is just going wild. You're just going to rip that into another account. GPT just doesn't like the prompt I put in my freaking Google crash on my phone, bro.
I don't know. Caden, I'm running out of thoughts.
I feel like this is God's way of telling us that we need to figure this out ourselves.
Or, I've got a better idea. The new plan is the old plan. We do the quiz with the types. But
No.
Because we're not going to get these without knowing the types.
Yes, we will.
I don't think so.
I think we can.
I was thinking back to Pokemon that I've seen pixelated. Like that's the biggest thing for me right now.
What Pokemon could be in between Noctowl and Spinarak?
If I knew, I'd rip it. Suncurrent.
Dang, bro. That little whale you got on the speaker.
What about it?
That mouth, dude.
Don't be talking about Wally like that.
That's wild. You named it.
I'm about to give up.
No,
we're at 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't care. ChatGPT is just not working. I will not. I will sacrifice myself and get the Pokemon to tell you the type of that one.
Okay.
The single stage is Pokemon.
Why don't we just look it up here then? Look at X203. Oh.
No, I was gonna look it up and tell you the type.
Oh.
Girafarig.
I don't think I would have gotten that.
Psychic
I did not.
Norm.
I did not know that was Gen. I like there was. Dude, it would have taken me till Gen 9 to think of that one.
Dude, that's kind of where my mind was going.
No, I would have gotten it if you said Psychic Normal, which is good. I mean, it's basically like looking it up. So, dang, Girafarig.
Farigiraf, boy.
And that tells me absolutely nothing about the others we're missing
Nope.
either. I don't even know how you get Girafarig in well, I kind of remember seeing it, I guess, on that same route as Stantler. I guess I didn't watch enough of the anime.
165, the bug type.
It's a bug type?
Bug type.
Good lord.
Might be, was it pure bug? Hold on. Cerebi is about to tell me. It's bug flying.
Really?
2-stage line.
Yeah.
You
don't have to tell me anything else.
Can I
Let
tell
me
you what
just
its
think
French
about
name is? Because it's kind of funny.
that. No, not yet.
You would not get the Pokemon.
I might. I kind of know French.
Sure.
What? Say it.
Coxie. The gender difference.
Bug flying, huh?
Definitely do not. You probably do not think about this as a gent. At least the evolution.
Does it have another evolution?
No. It has not received any love.
Well, that explains it.
It's a 50-50 male.
That does not help at all.
Oh, it's in Gen 7. That's it. It's
Yeah,
in
I got-
Gens 2 and 7.
Wow. It's not even in Gen 8 or 9?
Nope.
Wait, but that means it's not, like, on the Switch. Well, like, I guess it is on. That's really interesting, though. I said Spinarak and Ariados, and those are obviously not flying types, but it's not, like, Mothim, is it?
Nope.
Or obviously not Beautifly.
Nope. It's number 20 in the Alola.
Do you remember seeing it in the game?
Yes, I actually had it on my team for my first playthrough, not realizing how bad it was. I thought about the evolution of the Gen 7 Pokemon, but the original was a Gen 2. I just read about this Pokemon right now.
I have no idea. Give me the first letter of one of
L.
them. Oh, yep. Dang, that is so... Oh my gosh, I should have gotten that so early. That's such an early Pokemon, dude. Also, now, like, Baton Pass, dude. People have been clowning on me this whole time. That's such a popular
Yeah.
Pokemon. All right, we got two more, and that did not help me.
Cool.
That did not help me with the last two.
Very similar situation. 2-stage Pokemon, also flying types. Flying is their secondary type as well. Have a different first type.
You can just tell me what it is.
The Pokemon or the type?
The type.
Psychic.
Okay, yep. Gen 3. Natu. Dang. All right, that sucked. That took us a long
Dude,
time.
we got our cheeks clapped, bro.
We'll do better next time.
Oh, now I have to go in and freaking edit, bro.
The least common one is Quillfish and
Dude.
Shuckle. How is that even possible? I understand Corsola. I feel like Corsola was a really good pull from me, but like Shuckle.
What's the most?
Most common was Chikorita.
Wow.
Dang. GG's.
Wow.
Next time.
Yeah.
Gen 3. Let's do it.
Let's
next
do it.
time.